Here we are, part 3 of this Sony freaking thing I'm doing. Ratchet and Clank. It's a series. Wait, no, we did that. Sly Cooper. Oh no, that was done too. Jack and Daxter. Probably should be called Jack because the only one is called Jack and Daxter. The other two are called Jack. Do we acknowledge Daxter or Jack X? Jack X wasn't bad. I'm sure I didn't play it, but I've heard mixed things about it. Not like it's the Lost Frontier. By the way, don't worry about the mask. My mom wanted me to wear this for some reason, even though I've been completely isolated for the past about a week now. Except for when people come to visit. Coronavirus! Oh, am I not allowed to say that? Shoot, YouTube, don't demonetize my demonetized videos. Don't demonetize my already not monetized video. Jack and Daxter. I really like that series, Naughty Dog. If you're interested, please make another one with Sony's permission, please. Because I've been wanting Jack 4 for a long time. Apparently, Lost Frontier is bad. I didn't beat it. I couldn't beat it, man. I got stuck in like a dark Daxter area or something. I don't know. It was very confusing and annoying, and I couldn't beat it, so I got angry. And now I don't know where it is. Is for... Okay, so, quick confession, I've only ever beat one Ratchet and Clank, not Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper game. Not Sly Cooper. Jack and Daxter game. I've only ever beaten the first one, and I don't know if I even 100%ed it. But I beat it. I got almost 100% if I didn't get 100%. That's my confession. I didn't actually beat Jack 2. I got stuck in the sewer mission in Jack 2. And then Jack 3, we lost, like, I don't remember what happened to our copy. And I started on the HD collection that we had for the PlayStation, because I wanted to beat Jack 2 first, and I was stuck in the sewer mission! Point being, we need to bring Jack back. Sorry. We need to bring Jack back. And Daxter. I say the same two things that we did with... I'm going to say the same thing I said before. HD collection. Oh my gosh, I look like I'm crazy. Like the coronavirus, like just the social isolation with the coronavirus. Like, listen, we do the same thing we did last time. We make an HD collection with the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5, and then we release the game on both consoles. It's gonna be freaking beautiful. But, I don't really have any... Okay, well, I guess I do have some course correction, some things you can do to fix this franchise. Don't do the Lost Frontier, but bring back the vehicles from the third game, because those were fun, and all the weapons and the weapon variations. Those were fun too, and Dark Jack and Light Jack, because that was fun too, and the precursor orbs and the power cells. There wasn't a whole lot. There's not a whole lot to fix. Just don't do the Lost Frontier. And yes, I have a message I want to reply to. Sorry, whoever, Sony executives, I'm someone really important to me. It's my significant other. So, like, this is important to me. Just let me have this. Yes, please. Sorry, I'm like Snapchatting too. Again, I'm sorry, if this were an actual meeting, I would probably not be... You know what, I'm actually going to come for the kids' networks that I used to watch when I was a kid, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, and Disney. You guys are next. But, Jack and Daxter, there's not really a whole lot to fix. Because the first 3 games were solid, and then one... Oh, I didn't play Daxter, so I don't know how good that was. I think I've heard good things about Daxter, though. I wanted to play that. So I don't really know. One misfire in 6 games. Because again, Jack X I heard was good. Jack X was good. Daxter was good from what I've heard about those games. Jack and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy was great. I loved it. Maybe bring back some of no, not that kind of music, because you want to have the same feel as the Jack 2 and Jack 3 games. Jack 3 being my favorite, but you didn't beat it. I don't care. I know the ending, even though I didn't beat it, because, like, I just wanted to know the ending, so I looked it up online, or someone talked about it in a video. I really don't remember, actually, how I know the ending. How do I know the ending? But I know the ending of that game, which is that... Spoilers. Anyways, what was I going to say? So yeah, I don't know. Just bring back all of what people liked from those 3 games. We can ignore Lost Frontier. We don't have to ignore Jack the X as much. Maybe don't say it's canon, but like give little Easter eggs, like little like, oh hey, here's a little hidden poster or something like that. You know, little like hints that, oh hey, this was a game, but don't like make it canon probably, because I think wasn't that like a race for a cure thing? Like you were trying to everyone was poisoned after someone died, and you guys all had to race to get the cure or something like that. I don't remember, man. Yeah, but make something, man, please, just make something. That's what this video should have been, just make something, man, make something. Again, the franchise isn't bad, there's nothing to fix. Like with Thieves in Time, people didn't like that. And that was like, I don't know. And then with, I had issues with the 2016. I'm watching the completionist video on Ratchet and Clank, the original, and it's like, yes, that's, I mean, it's not my favorite, but it's not the 2016 game, which is, again, not terrible. It's not the worst game in the franchise. What was the worst game I played in Ratchet and Clank? Probably All for One, and it's not a bad game necessarily, but it's not my favorite Ratchet and Clank. That's probably my least favorite, but again, it's not a bad game. What I'm saying is just do something with Jak and Daxter, Sony, and whoever, hopefully Naughty Dog. I know you guys are busy with your freaking Left 4 Dead or whatever else you're working on right now. Well, Left 4 Dead 2, or whatever else you're working on, but you need to go back to the world of Jak and Daxter. Maybe not how you were gonna do Jak 4, because that looked way too far off. That was terrible compared to, like, just don't make it so serious. Don't make it so serious looking. That's the same issues I've had with the other 2 franchises, okay? The way the characters looked were not good. I didn't like how Ratchet looked in the 2016 game. Put his face back to normal. I didn't like the way Quark was okay, although I feel like his chin wasn't as much. I didn't like it as much. Okay, I didn't like the way Sly, even not Bentley. Bentley was, you can't really. It was hard to mess up Bentley. I didn't like the way Sly or Murray or Carmelita looked in the newer game. Well, Carmelita didn't look too far off. It kind of looked far off. Just go back to polygons. Just use the game. Just try and make it look as accurate to the character designs for all 3 franchises, man. Shut up! What is this? Oh, actually, The Good Place. That's good. Oof. Okay. That's, The Good Place. I love that show, but that's neither here nor there. I might do a video on that, but not in this series I've started, what I want from the future of. Oh, and I'm pretty sure... Oh, bring back skill points, by the way, for both Ratchet and Clank and Jack and Daxter. Pretty sure like there was like hidden skill point, or not skill points necessarily for Jack and Daxter, but like little things you can like toggle, like big head mode or little head mode, like stuff like that for Ratchet and Clank. Do a skill points for that, but also big head mode. But also like big head mode and stuff like that, like toggling whether he had his goatee or not for Jack and Daxter. These are fundamentals. I feel like in in order to unlock the like big head mode and stuff in Ratchet and Clank, you do skill points. But in order to do that in Jack and Daxter, you had to collect the precursor orbs in the third game. So bring that back, please. Can you tell I'm very passionate about these franchises? You don't have to do skill points for for Sly Cooper, I should say. Because they never had skill points, so it wasn't really a part of the charm. Like, oh hey, I can do this, I can beat the Paris level in 3 minutes or less. Which there was no replaying of that series. I don't know if you could replay. That's good. Sly Cooper. That's like Jack and Daxter games. I know. Bring back New Game Plus for Ratchet and Clank. This is supposed to be about Jack and Daxter, but like, there's nothing to fix. Just bring it back the way it was. Don't do anything experimental. Obviously, the graphics, maybe update them, but keep the character design. Please. I'm getting very heated about this. I just want more Jack and Daxter, more Sly Cooper, and more Ratchet and Clank. I want these franchises back. I miss them, man. And if you brought those games HD remastered back to the include Jack X, maybe Daxter, but keep the Lost Frontier in the past. It's the Lost Frontier, and we don't want to go there. It's lost for good. But bring HD collections of those franchises to the present, and then like on the systems, I will buy them. I will buy them. I will play them. I will promote them. You give me a sponsorship for each different one, and then the new games to come out, I will definitely promote these things if they happen. Please. If you bring them to the PlayStation, maybe the first one you do, if it comes with the PlayStation, then maybe give me a PlayStation to go with it. You know, send it here, a little sponsorship. I'm just saying. I don't know how that far wide to reach, but there are people I know who have not played these games. I can influence them to spend money on your games. I'm just saying. Please, let me have these things. I don't even care about a sponsorship. I just want those games, man. I just want those games. In conclusion, Jack and Daxter, just bring back all the stuff, the precursor orbs, the power cells, the weapons that like when you're switching between weapons, he's like flipping them like, and you can see the different like attachments. He like flips them. It's like really cool and stuff. That was awesome, man. I loved doing that. Sometimes I'd just sit there, let him flip his weapons around in his hand, like, and maybe the gun course too. Oh, sorry, the pew pew course. Sorry, this is YouTube. You can't curse. Pew pew. I have a message to reply to, of course. Oh boy, it's a long one. How long have I been recording? Only 13 minutes. Well, I think this is where I'm going to cut it off. I know it's not as long, but there's not as much to fix. There's not as much to do. I don't have as much to say about Jack and Daxter. The Jack and Daxter? Jack and Daxter. Like Jack and Daxter, but he's gangsta. Jack and Daxter. I don't have as much to say about that franchise as I do about Ratchet and Clank and Sly Cooper. Because, again, it's not as... Like, here's Ratchet and Clank, here's Sly Cooper, here's Jack and Daxter. Now, that's ranking each next to each other. Here's all three franchises compared to other things like Call of Duty, Left 4 Dead. I've never got into those. So, like, they're down here. Here's the other things. That's what I think of Left 4 Dead, Naughty Dog. It is below all is at the bottom for me. Okay, I'm not interested in that. Give me Jak and Daxter. I am passionate about getting some freaking Jak and Daxter. Why did I throw my cough drops? It didn't make a loud enough noise. I just want some Jak and Daxter. I want some Sly Cooper, whoever's in charge of that. I want some Ratchet and Clank. And maybe, instead of doing a PlayStation Move crossover, because that was garbage, apparently, I didn't play it, but I didn't, people didn't like it, apparently. Plus, you'd need a move, and no one wants to get a move. So, instead of doing a PlayStation Move crossover or a fighting game crossover, just do a crossover. Like, I can't tell you how many trailers I've seen for Jak versus Ratchet, and I want that game. I want a Jak and Daxter versus Ratchet, and then maybe like an Easter egg towards the end, like you see Sly's cane or something. Like, I don't know, man. Jak versus Ratchet versus Clank, they all three fight throughout the game. You choose which character you play as, and then at the end of the game, there's a big boss. Like, all three main bosses of the franchises get together and fight. Or fight the heroes. They like team up, and our heroes have to team up using their various different weapons, or their various different power-ups and a cane. Just, I would love to see that. Oh, gosh. Please. I want that in my life. And I can make it even better. In order to, like, unlock special, like, little things that are, like get discounts on weapons or whatever in the, like, Ratchet versus Jak, or Jak versus Sly, or Sly versus Jak, or all three versus each other games, you have to have beaten the other games, like the Ratchet and Clank games, the Sly Cooper games, the Jak and Daxter games. This is brilliant! Come on! Sony, you have all three properties, I'm pretty sure, or whatever. You're in charge of these things. Please, someone make this happen. Hi. I got really passionate about that. I really want more Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper, and Jak and Daxter. And I would love to see some crossover stuff. I know I said that I was going to end this video like 4 minutes ago, but then like my brain was just like, no, you're not done, and here's why you're not done, Richie. God. It was like 4 different weapons Jak had, and then like different variations of those weapons. And I don't know what world a versus thing would take place in, because they all have their own unique planets. Like, it's clear that not even planets for like universe for Ratchet. Like, Jak and Daxter takes place on a planet that I don't know what it is. Sly Cooper looks like it takes place on Earth, but with like animals walking around instead of people. And Ratchet and Clank literally takes place in like freaking galaxy, the long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Okay, don't want to get copyrighted by Disney. Which I'm coming for you, Disney. I've got some stuff I want to say to you. What was I gonna say? I don't remember what I was saying, but yeah, like, in fact, maybe Ratchet is like just traveling through. He like accidentally like warps into a galaxy, and that's how he finds freaking Daxter or Jak and Daxter, or he like warps through a galaxy and accidentally creates a wormhole thing that like Sly and friends go through, and then they like end up in Jak's world with Ratchet. The only problem with that is then Ratchet won't be able to like use the ship, and we love the ship, man. That's a great part, like flying around in the ship, like I suggested for a new Ratchet and Clank. But the main point is get them all together. I'm literally writing these stories for these games for you. Jak and Daxter, okay, what would the story of that game be? I already wrote a new Ratchet and Clank game, maybe not the story, but like I gave some tips. I already wrote a new Ratchet and Clank game that I said that already. Sly Cooper game. I know the story for that one. Let's see, Jak and Daxter. What would that be about? I don't know. He's supposedly he might be the Mar. Like, spoilers for Jak 3 ending, I don't care. Supposedly he's the Mar, and, like, there's time travel involved. Do use that. Use that for a third game. I don't know. Is he the Mar? Maybe he's not the Mar, but he's like the Mar's father, or maybe he meets the Mar. I don't know, man. But use something to like use this to like make a game. I'm suggesting things. I don't know, man. I'm very passionate about these three franchises because they're very important to me. And EA, I actually have a game I want to talk to you about. But it's nothing story-based. It's just a game I want to have happen. But anyways, EA, I'm going to talk to you later. For now, talking about games. Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper, Jak and Daxter, they sort of hijacked this. Sly Cooper, Jak and Ratchet and Clank, they hijacked it. I feel like, in seriousness, it's Sly Cooper, like, which is more serious? It goes Sly Cooper, Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter. Because Ratchet and Clank is a bit more serious than Sly Cooper, and Jak and Daxter, it's basically Grand Theft Auto, but, like, toned down, and by a different studio. Anyways, the main point I'm trying to make is let's freaking get this going, man. Let's get new Jak. And by the way, I don't know if I mentioned, don't worry about the mask. My mom wanted me to have it. I'm not sick. I don't know. I just want to do it aesthetically for the video to date when I'm doing this video. Yeah, you know what's going on. I already said it, but I'm not gonna. I like how there's a thing trending on Twitter. Dr. House, he's saying he could fix this, the whole virus going on. My main point I'm trying to make is, excuse me, I burped. I just want more Jak. I just want more Jak and Daxter. Give him his dark powers. Give him his light powers. Maybe even other ecos. Get other ecos involved in that. There was like at least 4 different kinds of ecos in the first game. There was, I don't know how many you could, I know you could use yellow eco, red eco, green eco, which was basically just healing, and blue eco. Bring those back. Give us yellow eco Jak. He could shoot things. Give us red eco Jak. I forgot what he could do. Give us blue eco Jak. He was super fast. Mixed ecos, in fact. Do that. What happens when you mix red eco and blue eco? Or yellow eco and green eco. The healing eco. Maybe you could make him heal or something. I don't know. Like a healing person. Like he heals others. I don't know, man. I'm just saying. I really. And fix the health system. I didn't like the health system in those games. This last 2. Or the third one. All 3 games. Or the first one, I should have said. But, like, yeah. Yeah. That's it. That's all I've got to say right now. I am very passionate about these series. Hence the reason I don't know when I started playing Jak and Daxter. I don't know when I started playing Sly Cooper. I just sort of had Sly in my life one day, and it's like, oh, this is. I remember when I first got a Sly game, it was Sly 2, but I don't remember when. But I immediately like, yes, this is fun. Jak and Daxter. I don't remember when I first got that. And even better, in Jak and Daxter, in Jak 2 and Sly 2, in Jak 2 and Ratchet 2, there were Easter eggs to the other games, each other's game. Do that again. Have Easter eggs throughout all 3. Have little hidden like nods to each other's series. Do it, please do that. And you know what? I know, Sucker Punch, that you are out. You don't want to like make any more Sly, but please, could you come back? You made Sly Cooper great. Please do it again. Can you tell I'm like really passionate about this? I want more Sly. I want more Sly, I want more Ratchet, I want more Jak, and I want them to be together in different games. I don't know, man. I've been talking for way too long. I was gonna end this video 11 minutes ago, and then I had more to talk about. What I'm trying to say is Sony, Do something. Please. I know you're working on Ratchet and Clank, so that's okay. You might be working on Sly Cooper, and that's even better. But someone, give us Jack. Because he deserves the love too. And then possibly some crossovers, lots of Easter eggs, but not really Easter eggs. Like, I don't know. You could like have Sly's cane somewhere hidden in like an ancient ruin in Jack Jack and Daxter. It's like a little Easter egg. Or in Ratchet and Clank, you can like have a precursor orb just sitting on a shelf somewhere. Or in Sly Cooper, one of the treasures you get is Ratchet's wrench. In fact, all three things could just be like a thing you can like collect and use. Well, I say use, like you'd sell Ratchet's wrench, so you'd have to be like something like that for the other two games. I don't know, man. All I know is these games deserve more love. These franchises deserve more love, and I'm very passionate about them. I've been passionate about these franchises for a long time now. Up next, I'm going to be talking about Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, and Disney. You guys in the next 3 videos, and what I want from the future of. Yeah. Thank you guys for listening to my 3-part video game thing, towards Sony, I guess. I don't know. Please give us more of these characters. I would buy that. I'm hearing noises outside my house, and this is freaking scary. But it's probably just cats, because they like to make noises outside my house. I gotta reply to this message. I saw like an R something demo. I'm like, R Ratchet and Clank demo? What? No, not Ratchet and Clank. I would love more Ratchet and Clank, though. I already said that. I don't know, man. So, in conclusion, more Jack, please. More Sly, please. And thank you for working on more Ratchet, please. Maybe the please isn't needed there, because, like, thank you, please. What? But yeah, please give us something involving these characters soon, because I would love to have more. Yeah, I think that's all I've got to say. How long have I been recording? Yeah, almost 30 minutes. I did 40 minutes for that first video. Thank you for listening. Hopefully I didn't get too crazy with this. I am passionate about these franchises. I love the games. Hey! Don't do that. My cat's being bad. Cold stopped. Yeah. I've been passionate about these games for a long time. And I would have seen the Sly movie. I would have seen the Sly show. And I heard there was a Jack movie in the works. I would have watched that too. But what I really want from this franchise are games. Because games you can keep coming back to. And you can experience it maybe in different ways. Maybe you beat a game in a different way you didn't know. Like, oh, hey, I didn't know I could glitch like that. Or, hey, I didn't know I could kill an enemy, like, by using this method, you know? Excuse me, I burped. Thank you. Oh, there, it's just falling. Yeah. Bye bye.